Hello Aries, welcome back. I hope you all are feeling and doing well today, guys. So let's see what's going on, Aries. Happy birthday to you all. I haven't said happy birthday yet, honey. Oh yes, I did. I think I did once, but I don't know. Happy birthday again. I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday season so far. Thank you guys for all of your love, your support, your donations, and your super things, Aries. I am sending all that love and light back to you and your loved ones tenfold, okay? So let's see what Spirit wants you guys to hear and know at this time. Oh, if you want to book a personal reading with me, the link is going to be in the description box below and on the community tab, okay? So let's see your current situation. All right, we have the Nine of Cups. So maybe your current situation is you getting your wishes fulfilled. Your wishes are being granted to you, Aries. Maybe you're in this energy of just pampering and focusing on yourself here. There could be something here going on with, I don't know, it feels like you're pouring more into yourself at this time. You're really focused on you and what's going to make you happy. Not to be in a, not in a selfish way, but it's kind of like maybe you've been in the energy of giving so much of yourself to other people. It's time for you to kind of like reel it in a little bit. So that could be the thing that's happening. I just saw 1, 2, 1 and 1, 2, 3 on the clock, on the timer. This could also be too for some of you in terms of love. This could be you getting engaged or there's a pregnancy here. So congrats. But it says transformation. To improve is to change. Burning away what doesn't serve you. Allowing yourself to transform. We have futuristic visions, innovative, crafty plans, and trendsetter. It says Taurus energy here. Fun loving. Fresh start, new romantic journey. Takes risk with open heart. Bold new venture. Just wants to have fun. Fresh perspective. Embracing change. Joy. Positive, having fun without regrets, and motivates others. I was also getting too with that Nine of Cups. This is you just focusing on being more optimistic about certain things that are happening in your life, about the changes that are being made. Okay, because it feels like you're really out of, it's not in your control. You have to flow with whatever this is that's changing. Okay, we have happiness here. You're entering a period of happiness and leaving dark times behind you, taking steps into a new chapter where happiness begins and peace is restored. And then we have Libra moon here. Balance, harmony, and romance. Isn't there going to be a moon in Libra soon? Yeah, Libra full moon is going to be on the 12th of April. So maybe between now and the 12th of April, something significant is happening here. This new moon here has brought about some sort of change. Aries and Libra are sister signs. They're polar opposites. So let's see. What's the Nine of Cups? The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so adapting to change here. Adapting to these changes. This is also too flexibility. You could be juggling a lot. Maybe you're juggling 2 things at one time. This could be 2 jobs or whatever, but I feel like maybe you could also be too. It's just like you're open to change, like I said. You're open to whatever is changing here, and you're making room to create. You're making room for whatever that is changing to come in. You know what I mean? To be able to come in here. Maybe you could be making certain decisions. You're weighing your options. There could be something maybe going on with your finances. But it feels like a positive change. You're just needing to flow, even if it feels uncomfortable. So let's see your challenges. Some of you guys are working on a diet, like you're working on balancing your diet here, or doing something here to your health, your looks as well. So we have the Seven of Cups for your challenge. It says reconsider. Consider new directions. Evaluate every thought and action. Reconsider what is possible. Then we have guides here. Receive clarity. Open mind. Open and crown chakra. Taurus energy with disharmony. Need to be careful with matters of the heart. Only dating someone out of boredom. Strings others along. Impulsive financial decisions. Inauthentic choices or indecision. Shadow side. crisis, strings attached, arguments over money or parenting techniques. It says absolutely not. We have justice here. Circumstances are shifting in your favor. The scales are being balanced, and there will be justice for those that have wronged you in the past. And then we have healing. Crying, releasing, and energy clearing. So maybe somebody's challenge here is the fact that they need to balance their third eye. I mean, their crown chakra, because somebody is not getting a certain message here. Somebody's crown chakra could be blocked or out of balance. Okay, maybe with the crown chakra being out of balance, there could be like, maybe there's a lot of mess going on in your environment. You can't hear God say whatever God needs to be saying to you. Okay. And it's causing a lot of confusion. There could be somebody here that you're trying to get to understand something, but they're not looking at it from a deeper perspective or a deeper point of view. Like they're not seeing something clearly. They're not seeing what you're saying clearly or something like that. But this is a karmic release. It feels like there's karma associated with this or attached to this. Like this is a lesson for somebody. So they need to get it. They're going to have to understand it. Or this is you. Maybe there could be issues with money or whatever. Let's see, what's Seven of Cups? Because that's like confusion. Or maybe that could even be like procrastination. Fantasizing, daydreaming, wishing, wishful thinking. What's Seven of Cups? The Wheel. Yeah, what's Seven of Cups with the Wheel? Seven of Swords. I don't know. Somebody's trying to outsmart God or what? Or maybe this is you. You guys will be seeing 777. It feels like you have maybe some sort of plan or strategy here. And it's in alignment with what Spirit wants for you. But you just don't know how to get to it. Because there's just something here that's blocked. I don't know, maybe you need more room or more time to do something. And your environment is too chaotic to the point where it's hard for you to make time to do something. Yeah, what's the Seven of Swords? There's like blockages here trying to... Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, again, planning. Maybe revising something, reviewing something. Maybe you're trying to figure out too if somebody's doing spell work on you, but it's really probably God. It's chaotic where you're at. It feels chaotic. Like you can barely take time to even hear whatever needs to be said to you. What's the Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles? I feel like you're annoyed. Something is annoying. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're like discontent about something, or something is at a stalemate. You have these plans here. And the Seven of Pentacles talks about an investment. Something here that's growing or you're building upon something. You planted seeds for something and you're not seeing it grow. You're not seeing harvest. It's because, or you will be, but it's just not at this time. It's because you're not able to, it feels like you're not really able to seize opportunities to continue to build upon this so you can get to the desired goal that you have. That's what I'm getting. But it feels like too, there's a lot of shit going on in your environment that's not permitting you, that it's not really helping you. Like it's too much going on. You can't even think straight. You can't even get shit done that needs to get done because of something, whatever it is. It's like something you can't get off the ground. Or just your own damn procrastination. But I don't feel like you're doing it on purpose. I feel like it's more so you don't know how to get the support that you need. Like, if you had an adequate amount of support, then things would be flowing for you. But sometimes you got to kind of like, shit, support yourself. But if you have people around you that are not supporting you, or not really, they're adding more onto you than they are helping you, then that needs to go. Something needs to change with that. So I don't know, but what you need to focus on? Yeah, the King of Wands. The King of Wands. We have Goddess here. Awaken the goddess within you. Express your divine feminine energy. Unleash your magic. We have flow. Breathe, effortless, glide, easy and calm. Yeah, it feels like someone is supposed to be making something more easier. It's like, you know, I'm getting like a soft life kind of energy. You're not supposed to be doing things that make everything harder for you. You're supposed to be doing something that's making it, you're supposed to be agreeing to a soft life, whether you're man or woman. I feel like you're not meant to do things the hard way. So I feel like somebody here needs to open up their feminine energy. Like they need to be in their softer feminine energy and stop making everything so hard and complicated. Or they need to listen to you, divine feminine, or something like that. Because I feel like it feels like you and somebody operate two different ways. It feels like y'all operate two different ways. Like you do things to make things easier for you, and they're doing things to make things, like they're making things much harder. You know what I'm actually getting? That's a man. That just feels like a man. That's a man's way. They have their own way of doing shit. And I know women, just like men, probably look at us like we're crazy. I know I look at men, even my own twin flame, like, why did you do it that way? When you could do it this way. It's like, it's so much easier when you do it the opposite way. Why do you make things so complicated? But I feel like as the Empress, you live a very soft life. Like you're not going to be doing things that weigh you down, because that ain't what you're supposed to be doing. So there's something about a role reversal here. Like the roles are reversing, or something needs to change with the roles in a relationship, is what I'm getting. Right? Like it feels like you're taking on more of the man role and they're taking on more of the feminine role, but internally they're still operating in a very practical state of mind, and you're operating in a practical, if that's where the disconnect is. Y'all both are, it feels like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But so, okay, so this is the masculine right here in the King of Wands energy, where this person takes initiative. This is an action-oriented person. Like they have a vision. This person they're going to take action. This is someone that's passionate. They're bold. So, okay, we got Virgo Libra here with inner calling. It says period of reflection, forgiveness, reawakening love and dreams, fresh start, positive changes, realizing you truly have a talent. You did the best you could. Explore past issues need to be addressed. Fame and potential. It says yes in due time. Then we have the Empress. You're transforming into the Empress. You will feel more confident, looking better, and realizing your own worth and standing up for what you deserve. No more settling for less. Yeah, then we have Cancer Moon. I'm hearing anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Something like that. But I'm more so getting that in the context of like, whatever this person is not doing, you already know how to do it for yourself. So if they don't take that weight off of you, it's like no point, really. If I'm really, and it's not to say, well, oh, I'm just having somebody around just to do things for me. It's more so like, well, I don't need nothing added on my plate. If I can do everything by myself, then what are you here for? Like, I'm being for real. Like, it feels like that's what's happening. We have emotional, intuitive, and nurturing. Yeah, like, okay, so let me see. What's the King of Wands? I don't know. It's like the way that someone's operating needs to change. I don't know if it's you or them or both of you. What's the King of Wands? Because I feel like you're taking on more of the masculine role and they need to be taking on this role. So it feels like maybe you're tired or drained because you're taking on too much. So what's the King of Wands? That's what this is. The Chariot. What's King of Wands Chariot? The Judgment. Yeah, so The Tower, the Lovers, the Two of Swords, the Empress, Two of Wands, Ten of Swords. These relationships, boy, I'm telling you, it's a lot. I won't even lie to you. It's a whole bunch. But so the Judgment here is an awakening. This is an awakening here. In the Chariot, I'm looking at this as like the Merkaba. This is some sort of activation that's happening. The Judgment talks about having self-awareness too, as well as forgiveness. So I feel like maybe, let me see something. What's the Empress here? Someone's solar plexus is being activated or something. Something's going on with someone's solar plexus chakra. What's the Empress? Okay, yeah, look, the Queen of Wands. That's what I was kind of like getting. There, it feels like you already have a masculine energy within you. That's why I was getting like two masculine energies. But you're the woman and they're the man. But it feels like you're taking on more of a masculine role than they are. And that's the issue. That's the issue. So let me see. What's the Empress with the Queen of Wands? And the Lovers. Yeah, so maybe you're the one going through this transformation or this change. Because you could be making like certain career decisions here. You could be pregnant for some of you. If you're not pregnant, this is you pregnant with like new ideas. But the Lovers talks about balance. It's yin and yang, a union, a partnership, a collaboration. The Lovers is Gemini energy. There's something here going on with the intimacy between you and somebody as well. I'm hearing something about your love languages. Yeah, and this is the masculine. They're needing to get more in tune with their feminine energy. They need to get more in tune with their softer side. And it feels like, too, they're not meant to live a hard life either. Like, they're trying to make everything so hard when they just need to be more accepting of what the feminine is trying to show them or how to do certain things. They're not, yeah, the King of Pentacles with the Queen. So, definitely a counterpart connection. Three of Cups, Hangman. For some of you, some of y'all are pregnant, but I don't know. The Lovers is like someone too that's in alignment with your family values and morals. So something to do with values, maybe morals here between you and this person. This feels very like ancient too, like old timey. Something is very traditional. Something is being mapped out in a very traditional way. And maybe this could be both of you guys trying to figure out what you both want as far as like a relationship goes. You could already be in one, but it's just like, well, what role do you really want to play in a relationship? You know, it's something about both of you and this person's identity being discovered. Or not really identity, but more so like what you guys both want in a relationship. I don't know what else to say. Okay, so your past, the Four of Wands, yeah, this is a twin flame relationship. The catch, you will get what you go after. You must make the first move and search for inspiration. Then we have split, head versus heart, two worlds, transition, and ego death. Exactly. Then we have Aquarius energy, spoiled, demanding of other people's time, wants what others have without the effort, unappreciative, crybaby, fiercely competitive, even with friends. I don't feel like that. It says take credit for other people's work and deceitful. It says not at this time. We have the unseen. Though life may seem uneventful to you, it doesn't mean things aren't happening behind the scenes while you rest. Trust and surrender to the universe. Then we have twin souls here. Spiritual connection, divine masculine, divine feminine. Right. So what's spoiled? Somebody is spoiled. Like, I don't know who's spoiled. Somebody, it really feels like, let me see, what's spoiled? Because somebody feels entitled, and that's the problem. Somebody feels entitled to something, and that's not going to work in this relationship. What's spoiled with the Eight of Swords? Yeah, look, the Hierophant. That's the masculine. Ain't that the masculine over there? It's this person's way of thinking. This is masculine. It's them. It's them. So I don't know if this is like pessimism, overthinking, a negative mindset. It's the way that this person is thinking. They could be very traditional. Like they have traditional ways of doing things, and that might not be working for your relationship. I feel like you both are very rebellious. You both are very stubborn in your own ways, and you both are self-starters. You both are ambitious, driven, passionate. Y'all have a lot of similarities, but there clearly are differences. The Hierophant talks about morals, principles, ethics, laws, structure. And this is someone, so my throat chakra is fucking up. So somebody could have an issue with speaking up or saying something. Someone could be very stuck in like a victim mentality, or I don't know. It feels like this person has an issue with talking too. They have an issue with speaking up, and I feel like they want everybody else to be quiet, but I feel like you're not. You're not. I feel like you're giving them what they're giving you, and it's not tit for tat. It's just like, well, you can't expect me to do this and do that if you're doing this and that. Like, what the fuck? So, this feels like a twin flame relationship. Yeah, Five of Swords. I don't know. It's like somebody's playing these mind games, and it doesn't feel like purposely. It just feels like they're so stuck in their ways that they're not really getting something. So that's the issue here. Somebody got a way of doing shit, and it's not working on you. It's not working on you. And whatever you're doing ain't working on them either. But it doesn't feel like it's the feminine. It doesn't feel like it's the feminine right here in this situation. Obviously, just because, I mean, obviously the feminine has their ways too, but this is about them right now. It's not about you. So what's the Eight of Swords? Right, we have the Queen of Pentacles, so there you are, the woman. It feels like you're more open to them than they are to you in certain ways. Yeah, what's the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles? The Sun. Yeah, that's the masculine energy. So that's like vitality. I feel like yeah, something needs to shift with how somebody's doing something. Something needs to shift, because if not, you're going to keep getting hit with blockages. So we got the Queen of Pentacles here with the Sun. Let me see, just give me a moment. So, okay, maybe something has been exposed to you. I mean, I know for me, around the new moon and the full moons, a lot of things get exposed that were hidden. Okay, well, some of you guys are witchy with the Queen of Pentacles. You could be healers. Yeah, it's like, it feels like this more feminine energy. Like you want to play your role. You want to be a feminine. You want to be nurturing, caring, whatever. But you need the support of the masculine energy to do this. Like, how do you expect someone to be nurturing or take care of home or do whatever if you're not doing the masculine part? Like, you know what I mean? It's something like that that's going on here. It feels like roles and your values and shit are, something is coming up about that. Something is coming up about it. The Sun, it feels like too, freedom. And it feels like you want to, some of you guys need to get more sun here. You're too in the house, but the Sun upright too, it talks about freedom, and you're not in your ego, because if you were in your ego, the Sun would be in the reverse. It's in the upright. So the Sun is you being optimistic, It's not like you're being negative or anything like that. I feel like you're grounded, you're secure. There's nothing going on with your insecurities. I just feel like you are exposing something to this person, and they're going to have to look at it. And they're going to have to see it, so that way they can change it. Because if not, then it just won't be no relationship. And that's just cut and dry. So what's the Hierophant? Yeah, the devil. Exactly. The Hierophant and the devil. The Hierophant, devil, what else? So somebody has an old, like, I don't know if this is like programming or just an old, outdated way of thinking. Somebody's way of thinking is outdated. And it's not fitting for this relationship. That's what it is. What's the Hierophant and the devil? Like, somebody got, like, distorted beliefs or something like that. It's like they want this, but then it's like, well, if you want that, you got to do your part. Like, you can't be half-assed. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Okay. So, it feels like there's something deep going on with this masculine and the way that they're thinking. It could be something about, like, the way that they're raised, or what they seen growing up, or what they had to deal with. This person, I don't know, but it's a no. It's like something's going to have to change, and that's fine. It's supposed to change. It has to change. It doesn't really have a choice. I mean, you got free will, but I would just change it. What the fuck? Why even go through all this? Just get out of your ego. And it's good because I don't feel like this person is in their ego. So if something is being brought up, it might cause a little bit of an argument or whatever. But then it's like, I just feel like if you truly love somebody, you're going to flip that shit in a heartbeat. Get over it and get it together. It's like, that's what it is. It's what I'm getting. Like, it just has to be like that. So the Ten of Swords here is an abrupt ending, or this is like, I don't know, this person could have been stabbed in the back a lot, or they've been betrayed in certain aspects. That's why they're so firm or stern, or it's just very strict where they're at. They're so hard ass. They need to balance their feminine energy. They need to balance their energy. And it's too much. And then it feels like too, I don't know if you and this person, like, it feels like y'all are together maybe or something like that. And they're going to have to change the way that they're doing shit. But you can only do things according to how you were raised, really, right? You know what I mean? But at some age, at a certain point, you're going to have to grow up. So that's just what it is. I don't know what else to say about it. But in the past, with the Four of Wands, maybe you and this person got a home here, or there's something that happened with the home, but there's a union. The Four of Wands is a union, or you guys are ascending into a new phase of your journey and you're going into a whole new contract. Okay, some of you guys could have gotten married in the past, or there's something that integrated internally, which is causing a shift. And whatever the issues are right now, these moon phases are actually going to bring up those issues in order for you to heal it, because it feels like you're stepping into a whole new timeline. So you're going to have to go with it. Whatever is unseen is going to be revealed so you can work through it, just period. So, oh Lord, the strengths here. Four of Pentacles. Okay, the Temperance. Bring balance into your life. Let the life force flow through you and get your life back in order. It says dimensions. Yeah, portals, astral travel, otherworldly, unseen, and metaphysical. Okay, then we have Cancer, family bliss. Yeah, surrounded by people who bring joy, strong bonds with children thriving in their studies, deep connections, completion of cycle, strong loving partner, financial stability, happiness, new member of the family, increase in funds, vacation, and increase in savings. Yes, in due time. So maybe that's what that is with the Four of Pentacles. Somebody's having more control over their finances. Okay. So that's a strength. Because you're going to have that. If you want to build a foundation, you're going to have to know how to spend your money. That's for me too. It's everybody. Somebody's going to have to know how to spend their money or whatever. So, Okay, we have new love here. Your love life is about to take off. A new romantic offer or even several offers are coming your way. Don't let the past hold you back. Embrace the newness. And then we have pride. Yeah, ego, self, arrogance, and superiority. Okay, so what is that? What's Four of Pentacles? Okay, yeah, the Five of Wands in reverse. So yeah, I feel like your strengths are in this connection that y'all both got self-control. Like, you don't have to argue or fight or whatever. I feel like disagreements are fine, but communication is the key here. It's fighting and arguing. I feel like don't nobody got time for that. Not me personally. I don't want to fight. That shit is toxic. The Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the Tower in reverse. So I feel like your strengths are you being able to heal things and work things out instead of arguing constantly on end. Instead of arguing or fighting, just getting to the bottom of the situation. Resolving an issue. Compromising. That's what the Five of Wands is in the reverse. Compromise. So with you being more compromising, or your person, you're going to be able to avoid a tower. Which is good. What's this pride? Yeah, the Nine of Swords reverse and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, something to do with like communication and somebody being in their head. I don't know. It kind of like feels like this person, that maybe they've been scolded a lot for something, or they like been nagged a lot, but I don't feel like that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to take a gentle approach, but it's like this person, the way that they're thinking makes them feel as if they're being scolded by you, and you're not doing anything. You're just telling them what the fuck they need to hear and what needs to change. So that's their own shit, really. Yeah, the Eight of Wands is a sudden shift or a sudden change, just movement forward. And the Nine of Swords in reverse, it's like someone here not being in their head. That's like seeing that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So it's like, it feels like I was just saying, you're okay with communicating. Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords in reverse, like you're not nervous to communicate with this person, but they got to be open to hearing you out. They can't be in this arrogant energy. Like they're going to have, it feels like there's a continuous learning process with this relationship. Like now that one of you are perfect and both of y'all have to hear each other out. Like, you know, so somebody needs to, especially if you're in a twin flame relationship, there's going to be continuous cycles. I feel like every moon cycle, every moon phase, it's always something to learn between the both of you. You're constantly ascending, constantly elevating spiritually. So in the physical, you're going to have to keep up with that. Which means both of y'all have to be open to communicating your needs, your wants, the shit that you don't like, the shit that you do like. So your near future, the Ten of Wands, yeah. Fox spirit, learn to think on your feet. You're smart, listen to your instincts, and arrival of someone sneaky. Okay. Journey, road, planes, distance, movement, relocation, and visits. It says Leo energy, overindulgence. It says overspends, need for caution, excessive, lack of balance, reassess priorities, dissatisfied, complacency, be aware of consequences, not thinking ahead, show off, and reckless behavior. We have diversion. It's okay to change your mind and move in a different direction. What is brewing will change the course of your life moving forward. You'll know when it's time. And then we have solar eclipse. Isn't the eclipse energy still in effect? It's only the 30th. The eclipse was on what, 27th? Or the 29th? Oh wait, I'm tripping. Yeah, okay, so yeah, the 29th was the eclipse. And it's only the 31st. So the eclipse energy is still very potent. So the effects of the eclipse is still here. So in the near future, I feel like you're going to be releasing whatever dead weight this is. Whatever dead weight or heavy burden This is you carrying around extra shit for no reason. You could be getting ready to let it go. Yeah, what's the Ten of Wands? Because that's like... What's Ten of Wands? That's like extra stress and anxiety. It's just too much. Something is too much. What's the Page of Wands? The Moon in reverse. What's this Fox Spirit? What is this? The Queen of Cups. The Empress. Oh, wow. The World. Some of you guys could be nesting. Like you all of a sudden feel like cleaning your home or something. There's a lot of motherly energy here with the Empress and the Queen of Cups. Some of you guys are pregnant. But this could be like you being very sensitive to the energies right now. There's a need for you too to like really pamper yourself and take care of yourself. This could be you needing to rest. Okay, we got Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Moon in reverse with the Page of Wands. So, I mean, in the near future, I feel like this is you moving away from fear and anxiety. I just feel like you're going to release something and let it go. It's because it's too much to carry. So you're like, okay, well, I guess in order for me to get some sort of understanding here, I'm going to just let something go and start focusing on myself then. Like, and maybe that's what it takes, because your instincts are telling you to release something or let it go. And that's what the fuck you're gonna do, because it's just too much to be carrying around. It's too much responsibility or too many burdens or something like that. I don't know. This could be your own shit that you're needing to release and let go of. Maybe less worrying and more enthusiasm and optimism about your future. Less worrying, more joy. Okay. You're just gonna start doing things where you're going to let it be known, like, okay, well, I'm just going to focus on myself. Like, let me just take care of me for a minute. It kind of like feels like that, because, I don't know. Maybe in the near future, there's a vacation or there's some sort of movement here where it's going to give you more time to really rest and heal and just get back into the groove of things, possibly. Okay. What did I do? Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of creative energy flowing too. So some of you guys are definitely getting ready to create something or start a business, or you're pregnant. So your advice, okay, the Emperor. Your advice is the Emperor. The Emperor and the Empress is here. Your advice is your Emperor. What about him? They say in a bubble. Step outside your comfort zone. Don't live life in a bubble. Burst your bubble and start living. It says sexuality, sensuous, passion, kundalini, sacred sex, primal and carnal. For some of you, if somebody sneaky does come back from your past, for some of you, this person's going to come back during the eclipse. So this could have already happened, but the energy is still potent. Okay, like they're still around or something like that. Somebody's going to reach out to you. And because you're in this self-love energy, you don't care if they reach out to you or not. It's like, that's the thing. Like, was you supposed to be scared or something? I feel like you're not. Yeah, we got Gemini energy with Trickster. Uses charm to manipulate, try to avoid risky or financial schemes, misuses personal power, missed opportunities, delays, pretends to be someone they are not, misleads others to trouble. Good luck. It says you're manifesting nothing but good luck. Everything you put your mind to will flourish and go smoothly for you. Keep going, keep growing, and miracles will show up. We have throat chakra here. That was in the same place as Virgo. I think Virgo had throat chakra in the advice section. Then we have drop the excuses. When you drop all the excuses, you'll start seeing results. and home needs TLC. Give your home some attention, redecorate, clean it, or sage it. Cosmonauts, lightworkers, starseeds, astrologers. Okay, then we have blocked messages and miscommunication. There are situations where messages are obstructed from reaching their intended recipients, leading to misunderstandings or lack of clarity. Technical issues, filtering mechanisms, or breakdowns in conveying information accurately. There's finally something that's getting ready to be seen or heard with the moon in reverse and the page of wands. Whatever was, that's why the solar eclipse is here. And that is when what? The moon overshadows the sun or something like that. Something is ending with that. Whatever was causing a diversion is being seen. And I feel like you're going to get answers around this eclipse about what's causing the blockage. Because this person, excuse me, is going to pop back up. So when they pop back up, you need to look at who that is. Okay, like, yeah. Okay, we have reliving. It's time to release the past instead of dwelling on it repeatedly, anticipating different outcomes. Deep down, you realize that things won't improve. It's time to relinquish what no longer serves you and acknowledge the presence of better opportunities. But initially, you must surrender control. Right. Some of you guys are going to realize that there's somebody around you that could be popping back up. This person is being controlled by something else or someone else around them. And I'm getting, if you have to communicate with whoever this is that's popping back up for whatever reason, it could be because of children. With that page of wands right there, you're not worried about it. It's not bothering you. I feel like they're more scared to talk to you than you are to them. Like you are with them. Like you're good. So, I don't know. I feel like, okay, yeah. Something is going to come up and that's going to give you all the answers you need to know. So let's see your environment. Yeah, the High Priestess, matching the Hierophant. There could be some sort of like divorce happening. Or there's somebody in your energy that is attached to something karmic. They could be karmic too, but they're attached to something else. And whatever they're attached to is the problem. I feel like they are too, because they done led you somewhere that you don't even need to be at. But they are, they're attached to something. Okay, so we have freedom. Yeah, releasing your attachments, spreading your wings, and no longer a prisoner of your mind. Right. Then we have extraterrestrial, galactic, star races, light codes, ancient, and origins. Okay, we have 12th house, sacrifice, self-undoing, self-destructive tendencies, isolation, loneliness, avoids facing reality, psychic overload, leading to confusion, anxiety, or paranoia, illusions, deception, or betrayal in relationships, sacrificing one's own needs for the sake of love. Yeah, hidden enemies and conflicts at work. Absolutely not. We have memories. You may be feeling a bit nostalgic and likely triggered, but know that while you can't go back in time and change the past, you can always change the way that you think about it. Yes, I feel like you're not sacrificing your own needs for this person. It's like you're not doing it. It feels like you're really stepping into your power. So a lot of other shit around you is going to change too, even with your person, with your children, anything. Because you're not going to be conforming to no bullshit. This is like, this is not back in the day. Ain't nobody doing all that. I feel like you're really exercising women's rights. And you're not going to be conforming to no bullshit, just period. So anybody where it feels like they're using you or they want you to do the most for them, but they're doing the bare minimum for you, I feel like you're blocking their ass out immediately. Or you're going to speak up about it. So it really don't matter who coming back around. It's either you're going to come back around and do right, or you're going to come back around and get kicked out as soon as you come back. It's no black, it's no gray area. It's all black and white. We have intuition, inherent knowing, divinely guided, and deja vu. So yeah, that's in your environment. That's in your environment. I feel like you're not doing the most for no damn body. I feel like you're no longer overextending yourself. It's about you. With the Empress and the Queen of Cups, you're not meant to live a hard life, and I feel like you're not meant to work hella hard. You're meant to be great and really just be soft and feminine. You're not meant to be in this hard ass masculine energy. That's for the men to do. Like, I feel like you don't want to do that. Everybody needs to play their role. And when you have to play yours, you'll play yours. But to expect you to do the most and go out of your way is a no-no. And I feel like you're not doing it. So we have, for your hopes and fears, is the Death card. Yeah. I feel like what you're hoping is that when you make these changes, that these people would actually be accepting of it. And your fears is the opposite. You fear that they wouldn't want to come on board as you're shifting and changing. And okay, that's rightfully so. I mean, that's a fear. Okay, we have becoming. Yeah, accepting who you're becoming. Your beauty is really coming through, embracing all that you are. Right. Then we have joy, serotonin, rush, happiness, excitement, and euphoria. It says Taurus energy with rigid. Overly rigid and dogmatic in views. Poor leadership, too conservative with money, judgmental, thinks they are right all the time, blindly following traditions without question. Exactly. Corrupt, secretly undermining, uses position of power or authority to manipulate or control others. I feel like even if people are not meaning to do that, it don't matter if they're meaning to do it or not. That's what they're doing. And you're not going to be played with in that way. So people might as well hang it the fuck up. Let it go. Soul tribe. If you've been feeling isolated or with few connections in the world, cheer up. You're about to find your soul companions and form true soul connections, which will be built on trust and love here. Yeah, and then we have corn moon. September full moon, harvest moon, reap and sow. Exactly. So, I mean, maybe you could just fear your own transformation, but you're still going through it though. Because the death card is in the upright. So it's like you're going with it. It's not in the reverse where you're resisting it. Yeah, it's either you're going to step up to the plate and change and grow with me, or you're going to stay back where you're at. And I just outgrow you, and then we part ways. It's like no gray area. No gray area. It's either you take accountability or you don't, and that's fine. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but you're not going to be around me without doing so. Respectfully, I feel like that's how you need to carry it. That's smart. So, anyways, the potential outcome, yeah, the King of Cups, the King of Cups matching the Queen. Happiness, your radiant energy will follow you. Your energy and vitality will increase. Things are unfolding beautifully. It say seed, potential, fertility, idea, budding, future, and capable. And then we have Mars initiative. Yeah, somebody gonna get that shit together because they love you. And you love them. So it's really no other way that you need to be handling it. Or this could just be you and somebody being more like nicer to each other. Maybe you weren't. I don't know this relationship, but it's a Mars energy with initiative. It's a strong sense of motivation to pursue goals. Doesn't take no for an answer. Fearless, assertive, and takes initiative in personal and professional life. Faces challenges and confronts obstacles. Go after your passions and dreams. Very independent, sexually empowered, and alluring in the next few days. Perspective, you'll realize that there's only one thing that you can change, and that is your perspective. And also find peace in knowing that what you've endured has purpose, even if you do not yet understand it. And then we have flower moon, May full moon, springtime, and bloom. Yeah, so somebody here is shifting their perspective. That's the outcome. They're going to shift their perspective and get more into their heart space. Because I feel like that's what the problem is. Somebody needs to go through this heart chakra awakening. They need to get, I don't know. What's the King of Cups? Yeah, the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. So a new passionate beginning. This could be a pay raise or a promotion for someone in the near future. Planting a certain seed here. Some of you guys, I don't know, you might end up pregnant. Okay, maybe with a boy. by this masculine. But there could be more projects or something getting off the ground here. This could be, there's some sort of offer coming in from this masculine. I don't know if this is a ring, a gift, or they're just going to be more loyal or show more reliability or be more dependable or trustworthy in a situation or whatever. I feel like I'm getting happy wife, happy life. But I mean, I also agree with too, happy husband, happy life, because if neither one of you are happy with each other, things are just going to fall apart. So it's not really, I get what they're trying to say with that, but because I'm fair, that shit sound corny. It's like, well, if neither one of you are happy, then there's going to be imbalance. It's not all about the wife. But I get it from a different perspective. So that's fine. You know? Yeah. We got divine masculine and darkness, negative thinking, nightmares, karma. Like, this person needs to get out of their ego. They need to get out of their ego immediately and look at the bigger picture. If they want marriage, children, a home, then they need to do what the man does in a home, if that's what they want. Because I feel like maybe both of you want something traditional, but I don't know. It just seems like, you know, nowadays people are like, yeah, they want something traditional, but they want to do the bare minimum. How do you want something traditional and you don't want to put in the work or the time to do anything? You want this home, these children, this marriage, but you don't want to, or for example, like you want to be fucked good, or you want somebody to cook for you, you want them to do this and that, but you don't want to do what the man is supposed to do in the home, outside of the home. You can't want the traditional shit if you're not traditional. Like, if you're not, like, just be honest about what it is that you want. You know, if you want tradition, then you need to be traditional. If you don't want tradition and you want to do the alternative lifestyle thing, then you need to say that. Because it's crazy. Both of y'all have values. Y'all have the same values and morals with the lovers upright. And I feel like somebody's intentions is to do that, but it's the way that they're thinking is the problem. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what that is, but that's their own little personal thing, I guess. And it's fine. I feel like all men go through this at some stage. All men go through this at some stage or some point in their life. Like, it's just, it is what it is. But this was your reading, Aries. This reading was funny. It was very funny. Like, comment, subscribe, but turn your notification bell on. Press the all button so you won't miss my readings. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.